Number 199, Harriet Jones, joining us remotely. You have the floor.
Good evening. Senator Slapp, Representative Haddad, and members of the Higher Education and Employment Advancement Committee, thank you so much for your patience and your attention today. My name is Harriet Jones. I'm a journalist, an adjunct instructor in the journalism department at UConn, and I'm also director of the Connecticut Student Journalism Collaborative. I'd like to speak in support of HB 7099, an act funding journalism fellowships for graduates of public institutions. We have really excellent journalism education in this state, and even after 2 decades of consolidation and cuts, we still have excellent newsrooms. Both sides of this ecosystem continue to be under tremendous financial pressure, though, and that's at a moment when it really couldn't be more important to have a flow of truthful and dependable information so that Connecticut residents can fully participate in our democracy. When newsrooms are under pressure, sometimes the first thing to go is funding for internships and for supporting early career journalists. The number of funded opportunities for getting a start in this profession are now few and far between. The Connecticut Student Journalism Collaborative is a nonprofit that's working to fill this gap. We bring together students and journalism faculty from many schools. On the public side, we have UConn, Southern, Central, Eastern, and the community college system. We work alongside professional editors in the state to build connective tissue between the journalism departments and the newsrooms. We do this by supporting students to get their work published in statewide media while they're still in school. That includes bylines recently in CT News Junkie, the Hartford Courant, Connecticut Mirror, Connecticut Public, and WSHU. Those bylines give those students a robust portfolio and some connections in the newsroom, and that really kind of gives a boost that makes the difference once they're out there on the job market. This measure that's before you, funding early career journalism fellowships, would provide that much needed next step in a student's journey into the profession. So I think what I want you to really understand is that if this funding is passed, it wouldn't be dropped into a void. There's real substantive work going on the ground to build this workforce pipeline and to identify these promising emerging journalists that this bill would help. I will also say that many of these young people are home students. They're already embedded in Connecticut communities. They know the stories that need to be told because these are their hometowns. These are the kids that go to the Board of Education or the Board of Finance or the Planning and Zoning Committee, and they cover those critical decisions that affect everyone's lives. These are perspectives that are absolutely invaluable to local newsrooms, and these are the young people we want to incentivize to stay here and contribute to an excellent news ecosystem. But they don't always have the advantages of funding and connections. I hope you'll recognize how important it is that the next generation of journalists is enabled to cover the very important work that you do, and I hope you'll make that happen through HB 7099. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you very much for your testimony. I do not see any questions, but thank you very much for hanging in as number 199. Appreciate your testimony. Next up is number